All right, well, we've been closely covering the Trump administration taking on TikTok, threatening to ban the app if an American company doesn't take it over or doesn't take over its U.S. operations from ByteDance by September 15th. But we wanted to take a little bit of a different angle on the story and talk to a TikTok star. And we found one, Zach King. He has more than 47 million followers on TikTok. And Zach, it's great to have you on the show. I first want to get your thoughts, because I think it does directly apply to you, because at the crux of the Trump administration's argument is this argument about data. And they're targeting TikTok because they're saying that they're worried about China having access to user data like yours, and the possibility of what it could be used for in the future, whether it's blackmail or for other purposes. So I'm curious, as a user and someone who has over 47 million followers, is this something that worries you at all?
I think it depends what the security issues are. I don't think they've been clearly defined. I know they've been using the word security concerns, and I've said a few things like tracking location and having access to email. But so I personally don't know what the security concerns are, but if there are serious ones, then sure, we should make sure those are taken care of and fixed. But it sounds pretty broad at this point.
Yeah, it does. And so then would you feel more comfortable, I guess, if a U.S. company owned TikTok, its U.S. operations?
I mean, I'm in the camp where, every company has so much data on us: Facebook, Instagram, Google. I don't know how it would be different. Maybe it's the worry about the Chinese government having it and doing something malicious with it. But, I think if there are security issues, we should clear them up. But as a user, I'd love to know, what those are to be wary of something.
Zach, there's a lot of competitors that are really looking to take advantage of the challenges facing TikTok right now. And there have been reports of them really aggressively recruiting influencers. I'm curious if you've been approached by a company like Facebook with Reels, if they've kind of thrown money at you to say, look, leave TikTok, come to our platform because the future there is uncertain.
Yeah, I've heard rumors of those deals. I haven't seen one come across our desk or at the studio. I don't know if that's accurate, because that would be a first time that I would see that kind of move from Instagram or Facebook or even Google trying to grab exclusive content. So I'm not sure if that rumor is true, but I haven't seen that myself.
Hey, Zach, it's Brian Chung here. So this is not the first time, I guess, that you've had to think about moving platforms, RIP to Vine from a few years ago. I mean, right. I guess from your perspective, how do you adapt to these changes, which seem to be happening every so often? And as a production team, I guess, how do you prioritize what types of platforms you want to go on based on what works for the type of content that you're making?
I mean, you're totally right, Brian. This is not the first time we've seen this. And in the 12 years that I've been online, starting on YouTube, going to Vine and Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and a bunch of platforms in between that we've all forgotten about that have come and go, sometimes quickly, sometimes have stayed for a little bit longer. But that's part of the ecosystem. That's part of the landscape of being a digital creator. You have to be able to diversify your brand, be spread out on different platforms. Doesn't mean you have to be on every platform, but be on some of the prominent ones and the ones that really, for me, I'm looking at platforms that spark my interest, things that they either have tools that I really enjoy or just an alive community. That's something I'm seeing. I'm usually on platforms before they come out or right when they do. So I'm on Byte right now and I really enjoy what I'm seeing there. I think it could have potential. And if TikTok goes down, I think you could see some of that attention going to these other platforms and back to platforms where people already came from.
Well, Zach, you've been a digital creator, like you just said, for 12 years. I'm curious, have you been involved with or have you seen anything that's as successful as TikTok, just in terms of attracting users, the algorithm that they use, and really, I guess, enticing people to spend so much time on their app?
Yeah, I mean, every platform in a way has had their moment or their version of that. Even remembering back to Facebook when I was in high school and that came out. And I don't think I was old enough to get it, but we all lied about our date and got on. And they had that same algorithm and they were showing friends that you could connect with. And you see that even with Vine. I think the closest thing that I've seen to TikTok's mainstream power and the virality is Vine, where things could instantly go viral within a couple hours. And that's what the power of TikTok is bringing that power, but to the everyday person. You see 80-year-olds, 85-year-old grandpas or grandmas celebrating their birthday. And if they do something funny or something interesting happened, that goes viral and they become like an overnight star. Or you see like a 6-year-old trying out some new stunt or performance in gymnastics, and that goes viral. So it kind of has leveled the playing field for everybody.
And Zach, we're almost out of time, but I just have to quickly ask, because I went on your TikTok page, obviously, watched a lot of your videos. How do you do it? Because it's almost like a mix of optical illusion plus magic. And I think that's one of the reasons why, that is the reason that you have been so successful on this platform. Everybody
loves to have, whether they're a kid or an adult, to re-feel that sense of wonder, have that childlike imagination. And so that's what we're bringing into the world. And for me, the way we make it is to make it as real as possible. I made a video about my kids, like during quarantine, what it'd be like to camp again. And so we made a blanket fort, and then we go through that and come out on the other side of the blanket fort into a wilderness. And the way we make that is it's real. It's like a set that was built on a mountaintop, and just if we do the work and make it practical. And that's, to me, how the magic of filmmaking and the power of social media combines and just makes something really awesome. All right, Zach King, a TikTok creator, great to have you on the show and to get your perspective. Thanks so much for taking the time. Have a great weekend.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.